Welcome to Santa Maria for tonight's REV Game of the Week. It's Tuesday night girls basketball district play from the Gold Dome. DUTCHTOWN versus Santa Maria, the Lady Griffins versus the Lady Gators. I'm Jeff Porsche. David Swacker with me here tonight as we get ready for the tip-off. We're going to take a break and come right back. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Supreme service, supreme selection, and supreme savings are all at Supreme Chevy and Gonzales. Shop Silverado, Tahoe, and Suburban, Traverse, Trax, and more. Win every time when you ride with the winning team at Supreme Chevy and Gonzales.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Santa Maria High School Athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Gators!
My name is Tamika Brooks, and I can tell you that REV Internet is the bomb. When I switched my services to REV, the people who came to set up were amazing. They were local, they were friendly, they were home. I really enjoyed it. I have not had a service calls. When I'm doing conference calls, I cannot have buffering. It is a no-no when I'm with a client. I do not want to appear unprofessional. So REV has had me in the sweet spot the last 4 years. If you're looking for the best fiber internet, I highly recommend REV.
REV presents the Action Minute. Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Hi, I'm Haley Leindecker with Action Therapy and Wellness in Gonzales, and I'm here to show you some simple techniques that you can do at home to increase mobility and improve posture.
The seated thoracic extension using a foam roller will improve your posture. Support your neck with your hands and keep your feet flat on the ground. Lean back over the foam roller while keeping your lower back neutral. Standing wand flexion is easy and very effective. Using a shoulder width grip, keep your arms straight and slowly raise the wand overhead as far as comfortable. For the pectoralis stretch, stand near a doorway and place your forearms against the wall at a 90-degree angle. Step forward slightly till you feel a slight pull in your chest to feel a stretch. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Repeat 3 times.
Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, occupational, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
We're back and ready for the game of the week. Tuesday night girls basketball from the Gold Dome. DUTCHTOWN 11-14, 1-2 in district versus Santa Maria 12-14, 0-2 in district. It's going to be an interesting game with possible playoff implications on the line. I'm Jeff Porsche. David Swacker is with me. Before I turn it over to Coach Swack, I wanted to point out that we have an update on our Game of the Week schedule this week. We now know that Thursday night we're going to be doing girls soccer from the pit. Girls soccer, Santa Maria versus Live Oak. And so you see that right there. That'll be Jimmy Frederick and Jolie Hartman doing that. And then we're going to have the girls basketball on Friday night, still East Ascension at Prairieville. So mark your calendars for that. It should be a good playoff game for the Lady Gators as I turn it over to Coach Swack, and he's going to tell you about 5-5A girls basketball records.
You look at the records right there. two of the dominating teams, not only in the parish but also in the state, Denham Springs and Prairieville. And so, you basically can say those two are out of here. Can you say Walker's out of here? I just think with past success that Walker's had, both with the girls and boys, I know maybe they've had some changes over there, but when you're 18-10 and 2-1 in district, let's say they got a pretty good shot of getting in your top echelon of the playoffs. And then, of course, now you get down towards the bottom half with Live Oak, Dutchtown, Santa Ma, and East Ascension. And the top 28 make it. And I guess the thing that I would emphasize to my kids is, and we're in not a real great situation, but you know what we want to do? We want to make the playoffs, and let's see what we can do after that.
And tonight it's 28 versus 29. So there's a theoretically a possibility that only one of these two teams can make the playoffs, and the team that wins this game tonight might be that team. I'm going to go to the keys to victory, and like I said, it's 28 versus 29. Their records are very similar. We expect a very close game tonight. For Dutchtown, if they're going to win it, they need to count on their seniors. They got 3 senior starters, Allie Graves, Emma Graves, and Alicia Thomas, and they are really good. And they got the inside-outside game going with that, as you got the 2 Graves girls on the outside that can shoot and play the perimeter, but then you got Taylor Richard and Alicia Thomas who can play inside. So balance will help them out, and also depth. It's almost literally twice as many players on the roster for Dutchtown, as they brought about 13, 14 girls, and Santa Ma, they have 7 or 8 that are going to be in the rotation tonight. So use your depth. Be aggressive. Play physical. You got more fouls to give away, and that might be to your advantage tonight. For Santa Ma, if they are going to win, first of all, if you got fewer players, you got to slow things down a little bit, because you can't get winded, you can't get exhausted by the time you get to the fourth quarter, and you got to stay out of foul trouble. You see that right there at the bottom of the keys to victory. As far as a fast start goes, that might sound contradictory to the slow pace. What I mean by that is Santa Ma can't get in a hole early. If you get to the end of the first quarter and Dutchtown's up by 6 or 8 points and you have possible foul trouble, you might be a little tired, Dutchtown might be able to get some momentum and maybe pull away. So you got to get that lead in the first quarter, and you got to keep on putting the pressure on Dutchtown if you want to win and defend the home court. But it's going to be fun. It's 28 versus 29, and hard to tell who's going to win tonight. It's going to be interesting because you got 2 teams that kind of are a little bit different, and we are really looking forward to it, as we're going to turn it back over to Swack, and he's going to tell you about the 2 head coaches.
Well, your head coach, Jarrell Scott, in his first year, got to meet him last week when we did the Donaldsonville game. I thought the kids really played hard. And most importantly, what I really like to look at is I think he probably coached very hard. And kids really like to see that on both sides, whether you're male or female. So you have him in his first year, and Betsy Baldwin in her second year. You know, Betsy is a graduate of Santa Ma High School and an athlete here at Santa Ma High School. So it's going to be interesting to see just exactly, because I know she has a nice rapport with her athletes, and you could see her there standing on the sidelines, and we'll see just exactly what happens, because, I know they're down to a low number of kids, but it's like one coach told me one time, all you could put is 5 out there.
And if your 5 are good, then it doesn't matter, and that's what Santa Ma's been doing. They're limited on their roster, but the 5 players they got are pretty good, and so as long as they can keep them on the court, they're going to do a good job here tonight. Starting lineups for Dutchtown. You got the 2 Graves sisters, Allie and Emma, in the backcourt. They wear number 1 and number 2. Number 4 is Jayla Page. She's a good ball handler. She can score from anywhere on the court. And then you got the girls on the inside, number 12, Taylor Richard, and number 22, Alicia Thomas. So that's what you got for Dutchtown here tonight. That's no different than the lineup they gave us against Donaldsonville a couple of weeks ago. Now we turn it over to Sanamaw, and these are your 5 starters. They actually have 2 senior starters, but they also have 3 sophomores. So they're simultaneously old and young, experienced and inexperienced. You got Jessica Graham, number 4. She's one of the seniors. Then you have Brady Baker, number 10, who is a sophomore. Then you have Brittany Green, number 11. She is a senior. And then you got 24, Katie Landry, who is a sophomore, and 35, Carissa Goodley, also a sophomore. So kind of a mix between young and old on that team. And Dutchtown, you got 3 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore. So at least on the experience side, that gives Dutchtown a little bit of an advantage. We talked about the depth gives Dutchtown a little bit of an advantage, but the starting 5 for Sanamaw are solid, and they're going to do a good job, and that's why I expect this to be a good game here tonight, Coach.
Yeah, and, the big thing here, it's, if you want to call it a crosstown rivalry, but they are one school that's on one side of this eastern side of the parish, and the other one, Dutchtown, they're basically on the other side of the interstate. So it ought to be interesting because it doesn't matter what the sport is. Sanamaw against East Ascension, Sanamaw against Dutchtown. It ought to be a very good game.
And Sanamaw is the 28 seed right now, and we talked about 28 teams make the tournament. 29 is Dutchtown. And one thing that Sanamaw has to their advantage is they played 2 district games, and they played against Prairieville and Denham Springs. So they got the 2 hard ones out the way. They lost both of those games, but now you have in their remaining schedule Dutchtown, Walker, East Ascension, and Live Oak. And I think you were talking to Coach Baldwin earlier, and she was saying that if they can get at 2 of these wins, definitely 3, they should be a playoff team. As far as Dutchtown goes, a similar situation.
And basically it comes down to basically one thing. This is a big game for both of these teams tonight. This is a very big game. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because I'm not going to say the season will be over with for either one that loses. But when you are at the bottom of the playoff list of 28 teams, you have got to be able to beat somebody you're supposed to beat. And who's supposed to win this game? We'll find out here in the next hour and a half.
You could literally flip a coin. Both teams have strengths and weaknesses, and that's kind of what happens when you got teams toward the bottom of the power rankings. Neither one of these teams is perfect, but they do have some strengths that they're going to try to take advantage of. Like I said, Dutchtown senior leadership and a lot of depth, and they can throw a lot of people at you. Sanamaw, they got a solid team with good starters, don't have a lot of depth. And so that's what we're kind of looking for here tonight. I think we're about ready to get ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. You saw Jolie Hartman back there. She is working the table tonight, getting ready for the next broadcast on Thursday night. She's actually the public address.
Oh, I thought she was going to sing the national anthem.
So let's turn it over to Jolie.
Now starting for the Lady Griffins. At guard, a senior, number 1, Allie Graves. At guard, a senior, number 2, Emma Graves. At guard, a sophomore, number 4,
And that was Jolie Hartman. She's getting her voice ready for Thursday night. I thought she'd be at home tonight scouting the two teams, but it's a district matchup for that playoff game on Thursday night, so I think she's already ready for those teams.
How did it go? Do you have any idea how it went in the regular season between those two?
Well, Santa Ma is, I think they finished second in district, and I think Live Oak was about fourth or fifth. I would assume that Santa Ma won the head-to-head based on home field advantage and things like that. Santa Ma had a really good soccer season on the girls' side, and that's going to be a fun game on Thursday night. We're going to try to get as many soccer playoff games as we can. Prairieville is going to have a couple of home games as well in the second and third round if they can continue to win, as the boys finished fourth in the seedings and the girls were seventh. And now for the tip-off, and it's won by Page and the Lady Griffins.
Well, Lady Griffins in the black jerseys and Santa Ma in the white.
And nearly stolen. Up top is Page, left side to Graves. Now in and out, and a three, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Allie Graves, and an inside shot no good by Page. Rebound goes to Goodley, and Santa Ma has it, and they're going to race up and take a shot quickly, no good by Green, but you get an offensive rebound, and they'll set up. This is Green on the right side. Over to Landry, and it's stolen. And it's stolen right back. Pass down low. Now an open jumper, and it's good by Katie Landry, and it's 2-0 Lady Gators. Now Page setting up for the Lady Griffins. We're 1 minute in. Allie Graves lost it, and they're going to call the turnover, traveling. Good defense by the Lady Gators.
Well, back and forth right here, both teams. You know, Dutchtown did a very good job moving the ball around, just didn't get any points out of it. Santa Ma comes down and does the same thing and ends up getting a bucket after a steal.
Now driving inside the lane, pass over to Goodley. Now baseline to Landry, and they'll set up around the perimeter with Baker. Baker has it, guarded by Allie Graves.
Man-to-man right here, defense.
And there's a three, and it's no good from Landry. Rebound goes to Page. Page is going to run and blows past the defenders and misses the layup. Rebounded by Green.
Well, that had to be a make right there. Uncontested layup. Basically, it's like a warm-up, I refer to it as.
And Green lays it up off the glass, and it's 4-0 Lady Gators.
Green dribbles through a couple of defenders there. And nice soft touch off the board. 4-0.
This is as we have the whistle, and we're going to have a foul. And that's what you don't want to get if you're the Lady Gators. Early foul trouble. First foul of the night. That's Brady Baker with the foul. But this is one of the keys we talk about. Santa Ma getting off to an early start, and they did right there, taking a 4-0 lead over the Lady Griffs.
Santa Ma in look like a matchup zone.
As the three is missed by Emma Graves, and you can't get the
right
rebound
here
by Thomas.
Well, I like what they did right there. Knocked the ball out of bounds. Got some of the cheerleaders moving a little bit.
Good crowd here tonight. Green with the pass. Nobody home, and it's going to go off of Santa Ma and over to the Lady Griffins. So a little slow. A couple of turnovers on both sides. Emma Graves over to Page. Pass down low. They'll take it back out on the baseline and reset. Allie Graves looking for somebody. Get some help. Now kicks it out. Top of the key, pass over to Page, and a whistle. Then we got contact away from the ball. And that's the second foul of the night for the Lady Gators. That one on Katie Landry. 3 minutes in.
Landry's looking around. I'm not real certain what I did, but, you know, you were right in front of that official.
And points right there from Alicia Thomas. It's 4-2.
Nice inbounds play. Little pass right up the middle for the easy little 8-foot jumper.
And a turnover. So you got that pressure. They got the two Graves girls guarding the guards, and causes an errant pass and a turnover. And Page will take it for Dutchtown. Trying to tie it right here. Just underway. Dutchtown at Sanamaw, and a strip and a steal, and they're going to go down court, and a chance at a layup, no good. And getting the rebound is Green, and now in the lane. Nice move, shot, no good by Baker, and a rebound and a turnover.
Boy, going to the goal here. Watch this. Not sure where, well, that's an easy travel call right there.
Definitely.
See how Coach Baldwin has his inbounds play.
This is Baker. And a quick jumper and nothing but net from Katie Landry, and it's 6-2 Sanamaw. So we have a whistle.
What?
Not sure.
Got me fooled, Coach.
Yeah, I think some confusion out there. That is Thomas. And now the three from Allie Graves. Too long. Offensive rebound, no good. Rebound, Landry for Sanamaw. And this is Baker. Left side to Goodley. Now up top to Green. Goodley now left side, a three. Good by Jessica Graham, and it's 9-2.
I'm thinking that might have been a 4.
That was a long distance three.
Long shot. Good job right there.
Thomas gets her pass back, and now around the perimeter and inside, and a shot good.
Nice.
Taylor Richard with points, and it's 9-4, and we have a whistle. And a timeout has been called. And so this is what Sanamaw needed. That was one of my keys to the game. Have a fast start. And they got that 9-4 lead, and gets you some momentum. Want to stay out that foul trouble, though. 2 fouls early, but they're in good shape right now.
Well, you know, foul trouble will hurt you in every game that you play. You know, it's just one of those deals where you got to be a little bit smarter, but most importantly, you can't make a mistake that could cost you time on that bench or whatever.
Right, and you might be in a situation when you only got 2 to 3 guys, or I guess girls on the bench, that if you get in a situation where somebody gets 2 fouls early, you might have to keep them on the court for a little while, and that runs the risk of getting 3 fouls in the first half.
Well, I think in any sport that you play, when you have certain starters that are playing, but if you have to move for some reason to the 6th or 7th athlete, you know.
As you get points, it's a great move by Baker in the lane, shoots at the free throw line and in.
How important is that 6th or 7th girl going to be?
Yeah.
You know, how well does she handle the adversity of just basically now you're a starter in this game?
Well, we'll see if that situation arises. So far it has not, as Emma Graves holds on the inbounds pass.
But you find Sanamaw, it looks like they're a little bit better as far as on guarding the perimeter, and it seems like they're getting this outlet passing right there.
Looked like maybe a travel, but an errant shot and a rebound to Dutchtown. And now driving the lane and missing is Richard, but turn around and in the lane and a whistle. And it's out of bounds, no foul, as Allie Graves misses the shot, and it stays 11-4. Sanamaw with 2:36 left to go in the first quarter. Sanamaw doing a good job with that fast start. Goodley is fouled.
We're not in a predicament as far as team fouls where if you get a fifth team foul in a quarter, one quarter, starts over each quarter, then you have a two-shot foul.
Aubrey Robichaux's checking in for Emma Graves. Sandoval with the pass to the right, and that's Green. And a shot by Goodley blocked.
Partially blocked. Good block right there.
He goes to Richard. And Dutchtown will get into the lane and stop, and we've got a tie ball. That's going to go to the Lady Gators. I think they're trying to get a little pressure here in the lane and maybe draw a foul, but you got the jump ball call instead.
Well, you know, that official was the lead official right under the goal, and he got a good view of what's going on, and he was pretty confident in what he called.
As you got the pass, turnover. Trying to find Goodley. And it'll be Dutchtown possession. No substitutions yet for the Lady Gators. One for Dutchtown. This is Page. Back to Page. Bounce pass to Robichaud, and she scores.
Boy, nice pass right there. Big job right there by Page.
11-6. And we have a whistle and a foul on the floor. That's going to be on Allie Graves. Foul situation 3 for the Gators. 1 for, or make that 2 now for Dutchtown. As we are going to get a sub for the Lady Gators. That's Addison Dragna, 14.
What a long throw in.
On the Dutchtown side, you got Lexi Acord in the game as you get the long three and in by Green, and it's 14-6.
Well, Green sat over there and got the long inbounds, threw it back across court. They threw it back to her, and she made the three-pointer.
1 minute in and a steal. And here comes the Lady Gators, and the layup is good, and it's a 10-point lead. Points from Bryant. 16-6.
Boy, Baker did a really good job right there on the steal, getting down the floor, quickly on the dribble, making the layup.
Baseline jumper by Richard is no good, and they're running. And they're going to try to right side with Green, and another three, and it's a 19-6 lead. Well, that's your fast start, Coach.
Yeah, no. Brittany Green, a senior, saying, my last year here, I want to make sure I'm in that top 28 for those playoffs.
15 seconds left to go. Richard over to Page.
Yep.
Page will drive the lane, and a stop and a whistle and a jump ball to Dutchtown with 5.5 seconds. They're trying to bring it in and get some contact in the lane, but so far the officials have not called anything in the lane. And it's a 13-point lead. Acord has it. Pass knocked out of bounds. 3.7 left.
Good job by Green right there.
Acord will throw it in to Page. 2. Can they get the shot off? They do. No good. And after one quarter, a big lead for Sandoval, 19-6 over Dutchtown. We'll take a break. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
Getting ready for the second quarter. Jeff Porsche, David Swacker with you. Girls basketball, Dutchtown at Sandoval. This is the ideal start for the Lady Gators, Coach.
They look like they're playing pretty athletically, looking at the zone that they're playing, a 2-3, some simulation of that. And when they get the ball and they get the long outlet pass, they are up and down the floor quickly. Now, a big difference in the game is just a three-point shot. And they've done an outstanding job of it. Now, on the other side of that, you know, I think Dutchtown has been right in there a number of times, just cannot get the ball in to someone that's kind of semi-open in the lane right there to possibly get fouled or make some type of short shot inside the lane.
And you brought up the fact that they've kind of ramped up the pace here with their outlet passes and their steals. And they've done a good job. They have a 13-point lead as we start the second quarter. This is Green, kicks it out over to Graham. She falls down, no whistle, and here comes a 2-on-1 fast break. There's a pass to Page. Great teamwork.
Good job right there. Is that number 1?
Yeah, that's Allie Graves.
Graves got a good job right there getting the ball to the open layup shooter.
It's 19-8. Green over to Baker for a long three. Rainbow, no good. Rebound goes to Robichaud, but she's quickly tied up. It's going to go to Dutchtown. That's the third tie ball, I believe, that we've called here so far. I don't see that often, I think. We're just underway in the second quarter. Santa Maria with a big lead. Page over to Acord. Allie Graves. Richard. Robichaud. Pass out of bounds, and it's not deflected. It goes out to the Lady Gators.
You know, the one thing that we haven't seen by either one of these teams here in the first quarter is some type of pressure on a full court or half court.
Bounce pass down low, and Addison Dragna cannot handle it.
You got both teams here in the last couple of trips making mistakes and turnovers.
Richard over to Robichaud, and another tie-up. That's going to go to Santa Maria. And we're going to get some subs to come in, Alicia Thomas and Emma Graves. Allie Graves is going to come out, and Robichaud will come out. Santa Maria trying to extend their lead. They got it up to 13 in the first quarter. Pass down low, now kicks it out on the line, and it's good. That's a two-pointer for Addison Dragna, and it's back to 13.
So a nice kind of alley-oop pass into the lane, and she's not going to keep it very long.
Page misses, and it's going to go out of bounds and off of Dutchtown, and it's going to be white possession as we get a sub. Goodley is going to come back in, and Jessica Graham is going to come out for the Lady Gators. Goodley,
Nope.
Tight pressure. Now she's tied up, and a steal. Page has it, and she will go into the lane. Nice bounce pass, but Richard cannot handle it, and it's a turnover.
Well, Goodley's for Santa Maria is going to have to find out that Santa Maria player, when they get the ball, they're either shooting or passing quickly.
Here come the Lady Gators again. Goodley with possession. Over to Dragna, and now inside. Dragna will shoot off the glass and in. She's got 4 straight.
Wow.
And it's a 15-point lead.
That ball rolled about 10 times around that rim before it decided to go in.
You're right, Coach. Allie Graves to Emma Graves. Emma to Richard. And it's knocked away. That's going to stay with Dutchtown. Acord will throw it in. Dutchtown just can't make their shots and can't get anything going on in the lane as you take the perimeter three. No good. Offensive rebound and in, and the points. And the foul is going to be called on Landry, I think. They're gonna call the offensive foul.
Caroline Lejeune.
Okay, they're gonna call the offensive foul on Thomas, and I think they're shocked because you saw that they had called initially the foul on 24. If you could see the official on the far side, and then there was a change in the call. Now Jarrell Scott's furious about that. I kind of understand his point. They changed the team and the foul, and changed it to an offensive foul. So points do not count. It's still a 15-point game. Definitely saw the count the points and the foul earlier. And they try the long pass, and you're going to get a layup that's missed by Goodley. Offensive rebound and a foul on the floor. And that's on Taylor Richard. So that's 2 fouls for the Lady Griffs 3 minutes into this second quarter. No fouls for the Lady Gators, and that's good news if you are a Santa Maria fan with the lack of depth. Baseline pass inside, and another whistle and another foul. This time it's on Alicia Thomas again.
Well, I know one thing. Dutchtown's not going to run out of players.
No. It looks like Robichaux's about to check in after the free throws, and you can see Coach Scott confused because they're calling this a shooting foul, and I think he doesn't agree with that. You can see him down in the corner. He's trying to keep his patience right now. First shot is good. 16-point game. He's had some tough calls.
Well, I don't know if we showed that on the replay. I didn't see.
Don't know if that was a shooting foul. It's tough to see. Second free throw is good by Jessica Graham. It's a 17-point game. And Dutchtown has to do something quickly. A 3, no good. Fight for the rebound goes to Emma Graves, and it's going to go all the way across and out of bounds to the Lady Gators. This is Dutchtown's nightmare start. As they're down by 17, they just can't get any momentum. Lots of turnovers, can't make a basket, and Santa Maria is just on fire right now.
And I'm telling you, they're like 1 to 2 steps behind Santa Maria. You know, getting from one part of the court to the other part. Some passes that are going across the defense are successful for Santa Maria, but not all the time. And so, it just looks to me like Santa Maria's a little bit faster.
Yes.
Going from one end of the floor to the other.
Which surprised me a little bit because when we saw Dutchtown play at Donaldsonville, they were very quick, they were very aggressive, and Santa Maria has kind of neutralized that with their own pressure and turnovers and their fast break offense. They're doing the better job of attacking the basket and getting points right now.
Well, when you look at the scores, Santa Maria scores all year long. They've scored in the 60s a number of times. And, of course, they've scored in the 30s a number of times when they're playing really good teams.
Yes. I initially thought that a lower scoring game would give Santa Maria an advantage, but right now they look like they're on a pace to score 60 to 70 points. As a shot is good again, and that's Dragna with more points, and it's a 19-point game.
They see the open Gator, and they throw it, and most importantly, able to make a shot.
And now Page loses it out of bounds, but I think we may have foul on the floor in advance of that. Call is going to be on Brady Baker, number 10 for the Lady Gators. Foul situation, 3-1 for 3 for Dutchtown, 1 for Santa Maria. And now we have another substitution for Dutchtown as Peyton McAfee is going to come in and Emma Graves comes out. This is Richard. And got the pass on the baseline three. Air ball, rebound, Robichaud. Three from Allie Graves, no good. And Dutchtown just can't buy a basket right now, and a reach in on Page.
Boy, Jessica Graham, outstanding job blocking out two possible Dutchtown players on that, able to get the ball and get it down the floor on a foul.
Santa Maria came to play here today. Green with the pass. Baker has it.
I think Dutchtown's doing an outstanding job. They've gone to a man-to-man.
Nearly stolen by McAfee. Now Baker, and she's on the floor. And looks like we're going to be in the bonus. That's a foul called on Taylor Richard.
And, you know, I'm not certain, you know, what the statistics are behind this, but I do know this, that when you're in a position where you can shoot free throws, a lot of times that could be a difference in the game if you make them.
Didn't make it right there. Baker misses the first one, and now new substitutions come in. You got Emma Graves back in the game, and you have new player number 21. We don't have a number on that one. We'll try to get that at the half. Second free throw is good. It's 28-8, 20-point lead for Santa Maria. As Page shoots and scores.
Boy, nice job there, Page.
Absolutely.
Not an easy shot right there, but boy, she did a good job of making sure that could be a steal.
Can't quite get there. And a timeout, smart timeout called by Coach Baldwin.
Smart timeout, also by Graham, was going to throw the ball to her teammate in the backcourt.
Yep, and that would have been a turnover.
How she thought of that quick, totally outstanding effort right there.
So you got the timeouts. You have 5 to use, and might as well use them in a situation where you can take advantage of it and keep a possession. And so with 3 minutes left to go before halftime, Santa Maria will keep the ball. You want to keep this game in that 18-point range right now. Dutchtown needs to make a run, because if they can get some baskets and cut it down to 10 maybe by halftime, it could be anybody's ball game again. But right now, Santa Maria looks to be in complete control.
And they're in complete control because of one thing, Jeff. Mm-hmm. They have made a number of three-point shots.
Yes.
And Dutchtown has not.
Right.
And I think that's the only way, Dutchtown gets back in it. And I'm not certain, Santa Maria's going to be playing some defense on the perimeter.
Right. We saw a boys game Friday night, Prairieville against Dutchtown, where Prairieville had the 15-point lead in the second quarter, and they looked like they were in complete control. Dutchtown came back, and by the fourth quarter were leading and wound up winning that game.
I think Dutchtown kind of, in this man-to-man right there, did a very good job of stopping that long pass going across the court.
2:39. McAfee loses it. And they're going to go cross court, and a great decision and points as Brittany Green. They're just attacking that basket and getting down court much quicker. Page shoots and scores.
Nice job right there. Good answer.
Page is trying to keep them in the game.
Oh, and the long pass down the floor just a second ago. Coach Oliver ought to be checking that girl out.
Yep. They're out of Babbins. So you never know.
And tomorrow night, Cooper Babin is signing with Nicholls State University here in the Dome.
It's signing day for the people who did not sign in December. First free throw is short by Baker. 18-point lead.
And see, you see a little bit of fatigue, and I can understand that, the Santa Maria girls. But, here we are, they could easily pull this thing out and take a little time off the clock.
Page tries the pass, goes off the foot of a Lady Gator. You need to cut this lead to about 10 right now if you get a chance. But just getting it closer to 18 is positive momentum as well. As they kick it out, Allie Graves, McAfee, and contact and a foul. They called it on Green. Green said that should have been a turnover. She didn't do anything as you saw her kind of palm the ball.
Yeah, Brittany, a senior.
This is Page and hand check. Foul called on Dragna. And so now we're in the in a bonus.
Dragna just a 10th grader.
Not in the bonus. That's the fourth foul. So both teams will shoot free throws from here on out in this quarter. Page looking to get it to McAfee. Cannot, but it's saved by Graves. And now McAfee has possession. And Graves has an injured knee or shin right now, and she's having trouble getting up. They're going to keep playing on as she's gotten up. They kick it out to Allie Graves. Missed. Rebound. Emma Graves back moving again. You see her right there guarding Green with 1:24. And a long three, no good. Short rebound to Emma Graves and a tie ball.
A lot of jump balls in this game.
Yep. As Acord will check in. Page, 1:13 left to go before halftime. And nearly a steal. Good job on defense and another turnover. And Santa Maria's running again, 2-on-2. And trapped, gets it out, and a long shot short of the three-point line. Offensive rebound, 49 seconds, 18-point lead for Santa Maria. Baker, 40 seconds. Pass down low, and points, and the foul as Green scores.
I'm just telling you, what a pass right there.
I love the teamwork and the passing. That's always fun to watch.
Just speed and quickness right there.
And it looks like Dutchtown's not going to be able to cut into that lead before halftime. And it's good. It's 33-12.
I was almost fixing to say bring the ball out, but evidently I don't know what I'm talking about.
Page behind the back. Nice move, shot, and in. I tell you what, Page is a player. She has at least half the points for the Lady Griffins so far here tonight.
Page is just a 10th grader right there, and I'm going to tell you, got that ball up in there, got fouled, and cleanly went in. Good job there by Page.
Goodley's going to come in for Santa Maria and replace Katie Landry. And cannot convert on the three-point play. Long pass, nearly stolen, and it is stolen by McAfee. 24 seconds left. McAfee passes inside to Acord, and they try to get it back to McAfee, and it's a turnover. Or no, it's not. They're going to say it was deflected off of Santa Maria with 18.8 left. Catch a break right there. Maybe got a little greedy on that long pass by the Lady Gators. 15 seconds.
Well, long passes have been a success for both teams.
Graves passes up on a shot, and Page is going to keep shooting because she's on fire, and it's 33-16 as we go to the half. as the heave is no good. And so it's been all Santa in the first half. They've more than doubled up Dutchtown. Our score, the Lady Gators 33, the Lady Griffins 16. We're at halftime. We're going to take a break, and we're going to talk about some things that we saw and some things that we need to talk about for the rest of the week in our upcoming Rev Game of the Week schedule. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Supreme service, supreme selection, and supreme savings are all at Supreme Chevy and Gonzalez. Shop Silverado, Tahoe, and Suburban, Traverse, Trax, and more. Win every time when you ride with the winning team at Supreme Chevy and Gonzalez.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Santa High School Athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Gators!
My name is Tamika Brooks, and I can tell you that REV Internet is the bomb. When I switched my services to REV, the people who came to set up were amazing. They were local, they were friendly, they were home. I really enjoyed it. I have not had a service calls. When I'm doing conference calls, I cannot have buffering. It is a no-no when I'm with a client. I do not want to appear unprofessional. So REV has had me in the sweet spot the last 4 years. If you're looking for the best fiber internet, I highly recommend REV.
REV presents the Action Minute. Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Hi, I'm Haley Leindecker with Action Therapy and Wellness in Gonzales, and I'm here to show you some simple techniques that you can do at home to increase mobility and improve posture.
The seated thoracic extension using a foam roller will improve your posture. Support your neck with your hands and keep your feet flat on the ground. Lean back over the foam roller while keeping your lower back neutral. Standing wand flexion is easy and very effective. Using a shoulder width grip, keep your arms straight and slowly raise the wand overhead as far as comfortable. For the pectoralis stretch, stand near a doorway and place your forearms against the wall at a 90-degree angle. Step forward slightly till you feel a slight pull in your chest to feel a stretch. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Repeat 3 times.
Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, occupational, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
We're at halftime, and it's 33-16. Santa with a surprising big lead over the Dutchtown Lady Griffins. We expected this to be a competitive back-and-forth kind of game, but Santa kind of just came out the gate smoking and took the big lead. As you see, Jolie Hartman, who is our MC for tonight's ceremonies, you're going to hear her Thursday night because when you look at the Game of the Week schedule, we have a update to the Game of the Week schedule because we told you we were going to be giving you girls soccer or boys soccer with the first round of the playoffs. We now know that as far as the playoffs go, you're going to be getting a game on Thursday night here at the Pit, and we're going to be broadcasting that game. Jolie Hartman will be handling that as you're seeing a free throw competition between Dutchtown teachers and Santa teachers. But on the 5th, on Thursday, Santa is going to host Live Oak, as that is a district rematch. And Lyle Boudreau helped us out and told us that Santa beat Live Oak 2-0 in the regular season. So they're going to try to get the season sweep and move on to the second round. Friday night, you and I are going to be over at Prairieville for East Ascension and Prairieville. And then we'll get some second-round playoffs, perhaps. Dutchtown and East Ascension have teams in the playoffs. Prairieville may likely host some second-round games, so we might be at Prairieville for the second round of playoffs. We will find out. As you see, the shots, it's a free throw shooting contest as they're kind of running out of time for that as you go back and forth. Let's talk about the power rankings, Coach, and maybe you can do that for us here as we look at the power rankings in 5A, and why this game's so important.
Well, every game is important, but when you talk about this one right here, you're talking about, you're looking at Prairieville, number 1 in the state. Nothing wrong with that problem right there. Denham Springs also in the district, number 10, Walker 19. And then you go down to 23 and 28 Live Oak, and mostly 28 and 29. So when you're playing each other and you're pretty close, a lot of times that ranking just flip-flops.
Yep.
And so if Santa Maria should beat Dutchtown, that might flip-flop the 28 and 29, or it may even flip-flop it even more than that, or it may not even move. So, that's a very important thing right there. And then, when it comes down to being at the bottom of the power rankings, okay, when it comes to you are going to be playing an exceptional team. There's no doubt about that. So any little bit amount that you can move up in the select or non-select, whatever you're in, of course, these teams right here are in the non-select. That could improve who you play in that first round. And, more than likely you're going to have an away game. I'm not saying that doesn't really matter, but, when you're at the 26, 27, 28 mark, you're just happy to be in the playoffs, and let's see what we can do.
Well, as far as the two teams and what they have left to play, and Santa Maria looks like they're in good shape here tonight. Let's look at Dutchtown first, as they have this game here tonight. Then they still have a game at Denham Springs, which is going to be a tough one, especially on the road. Then you got Walker. So after tonight, Dutchtown's schedule gets extremely hard. And so they got not a lot of wiggle room here.
I'm going to say extremely is a big word.
Yep.
And I'm going to say extremely, at Santa Maria, we look at the score right now, 33-16. Madison Prep, that has nothing to do. But, we're more concerned with East Ascension playing them. Yeah. Should not have a problem there.
Yeah. Santa Maria has a much more advantageous district schedule because they still have East Ascension, which could be a win right there. So they have perhaps a win here tonight and another win. That might be enough to get them in the postseason as the second half has begun. As Green has it, now back up top to Baker.
Santa Maria's gotten away with some kind of long, dangerous passes from time to time. That's not one of them. That was a short pass that did a very good job right there. Number 12, Taylor Richard, a junior, intercepting that ball.
And could not convert on 2 tries. And the trap out of bounds to Santa Maria. That could have gotten it down to 15 right there, but could not convert. That was a costly one right there.
And I think Dutchtown has to come out with the idea.
Full court. Steal. And we'll see if she can convert right here. Richard kicks it out to Page. And the shot, no good. Rebound, Graham. So 2 chances at points, could not convert. And look at, this is what I expected Dutchtown to do earlier. Be aggressive, play full court, forced turnovers.
Nice steal there. 12 for Dutchtown. Richard with.
And everybody hits the floor, and Graves comes up with the ball and a contact, and she will go to the line as she is fouled by Katie Landry. Saw both of them get hit, a little hip contact right there. And
well, I can just tell you, Coach probably got in there, and he started talking to his girls, Coach Scott. Mm-hmm. Girls, we're about 10,000 times better than this.
Yeah.
We got to do a lot better job. And I'm going to just tell you, if the effort is not there to start the second half, forget about it. The other girls are coming in.
Second free throw is good, so now it's down to 15. Coach Scott is one of the most knowledgeable basketball minds in Ascension Parish. He played college basketball at Stephen F. Austin, as you see a steal. He also played European ball, pro ball in Germany. As a three, no good, and it's going to go black to Dutchtown.
I can't remember Dutchtown making a three-point shot.
Not tonight. Page has gotten probably half the points, and I tell you what, Brittany Green is the fastest girl on this court, and she beats Dutchtown to the basket every possession. Turnaround jumper, Alicia Thomas is good.
Nice. Little reverse action right there.
Baker gets it across. Pressure by Page. Off her knee and a turnover.
But I think you're seeing right now, number 4, Jayla Page, and number 12, Taylor Richard, really taking it to the Gators right here defensively.
They're going to call a lane violation. You don't see that very often.
No, a lot of times you can handle the lane violation by just saying get out of the lane. But, you know, if you have to say it the second time, you're in the lane.
And is that going to go to Dutchtown? We have a timeout called, and this is what Dutchtown needs to do. Their season may literally be on the line right here, as they now trail by 15. It was 17 at the half, so they've cut into the lead a little bit, but they're going to have to get this lead inside of 10 this quarter to make something happen, and they're playing really aggressive.
Yeah, and you say it's at 15 points right here, but Santa Maria hasn't done successfully. They've tried some of the things that they did successfully in the first half, but they haven't been able to execute that here in the second half. And the main reason is it's pretty simple. A few athletic girls from Dutchtown have come out and they're playing hard, and they're playing very hard, and they're having success doing that.
Yeah, the demeanor of the girls on the Dutchtown side has completely changed. They're playing with urgency. So it looks like it's going to be white possession. Green is going to throw it in for the Lady Gators. Looking, pressure, running out of time, got it away, but it's stolen. And a pass inside, Alicia Thomas scores. Well, make that Taylor Richard, excuse me, it's 13. Green now to pass, and a wide open three, Rainbow short. Rebound, Santa Maria, Graham. And now another three, no good. Rebound, Allie Graves, and they're running now. 3-on-1, shoots no good. Whistle after the shot.
A good call right there. And a good job there by Dutchtown getting the long rebound and getting down the floor.
And again, now Dutchtown beating Santa Maria to the other side of the court. And now Allie Graves will shoot two. And here comes Dutchtown. And it's good. Foul situation, 2 fouls for the Lady Gators, 0 in this quarter for the Lady Griffs. as Dragna comes out and Goodley comes in. Dragna has really been the only body coming off the bench for Sanamaw here tonight. Second free throw is no good. Rebound goes to Graham. And now they're running, and the pass inside, stolen, and a cheap foul reach in by Goodley. That'll be the third foul this quarter.
Well, the Gators had an opportunity right there. DUTCHTOWN did a very good job of just deflecting the kind of cross-court pass and making something happen out of it.
So pressure from Baker as Page gets it across. 5.5 minutes left to go in the third. It's 12. Shot, no good. Defensive rebound goes to Graham, and now they're running. Goodley loses it. Pass inside. Shot, no good. Rebound out of bounds to Sanamaw.
Sanamaw had a few opportunities right there. Just did not happen. Well, I think now we have a very good basketball game here, Jeff. I think DUTCHTOWN has decided to, do a very good job as far as coverage.
And we have a travel and another turnover. I believe the only points were...
That's a two-step shot, running two-stepper there.
The only points in the third quarter for Sanamaw was a layup by Brittany Green. Allie Graves will shoot. They leave her open, but she's short. Rebound, Landry. And they're running again. Graham stolen. Page has a 2-on-2. She's going to go the distance, and no foul. Offensive rebound and in. Emma Graves scores, but they may be more concerned with, looks like a cramp on a situation for Page as they're trying to stretch her leg out. Coach Scott obviously concerned because she is kind of their offensive leader here tonight. Looks like she's going to be okay. She's going to have to step out for a minute, though. As we go back to Sanamaw, and we talked about that schedule. You got Walker and you got Live Oak. Those are two tough games on the road in Livingston Parish, but you probably got to win in that East Ascension game. So a win tonight and a win there are big.
And right there, but also I get concerned at Walker.
Yeah.
They got a reputation, football, basketball, being very, very good, very, very tough.
Oh, a turnover again. DUTCHTOWN can cut it to single digits for the first time since the first quarter. And Emma Graves will throw it in to Allie Graves. Back to Emma. Inside, shot and contact, and she'll go to the line as Alicia Thomas will shoot two. And now DUTCHTOWN will be in the bonus for the rest of the quarter.
Well, this shows me right here, other than the score changing from almost a 20-point lead to a 10-point lead, but how aggressive DUTCHTOWN is as compared to Sanamaw and having success with it.
They've cut it to 9. This game is getting interesting. They cut it to 8.
Full court press, man-to-man.
35-27. I think it's a combination of Sanamaw being tired with the 6-girl rotation and the full court pressure. Because Sanamaw is going to be more tired than DUTCHTOWN because you can bring in more bodies. We talked about that. They get it through, and they're going to get it across. Good job, Baker. They're telling her to go all the way, kind of out of control, and a rebound. And you got 3 Lady Griffs, and the layup is good, and it's down to 6.
DUTCHTOWN got it going here.
That was Allie Graves with the points. And Coach Scott is telling him full court, but they didn't respond quick enough. Wanted more pressure right there. And it's a steal.
Good play there.
And the shot no good. Offensive rebound. It's down to 4. 35-31. Look at Coach Scott. Looks like he's at WrestleMania out here.
Good effort there by Dutchtown.
Whatever he said at halftime, I want to know.
Well, I think he probably knows just exactly the abilities of his team, and he knows maybe how to press a few buttons in that locker room, and then he came out. And either you're going to do something about it as a teammate, or we'll put somebody else in there.
Yeah.
And he's had a number of girls that have really reacted well since halftime.
Yep. And you might see Santa Maria a little tired, maybe a little concerned. The foul situation really isn't that bad right now. But when we looked at the keys of the game, that was two things that we saw. It was important for Santa Maria to get that early lead. They did. It was important to stay out of foul trouble. They did. The pace of the game has been a little quicker than I expected for Santa Maria. But that worked out in their favor. But now when we look at the second half, what's Dutchtown doing? You got your senior leaders out there, and you've got the pressure and using your depth out there to try to get back in this game.
And I think he has his best athletes covering the best athletes from Santa Maria.
You got another sub. McAfee has come in for Dutchtown. Acord also in. And you're going to see full court all the time, and a steal and a pass, inside shot. It's down to 2. Richard scores. And a pretty scary pass. No problem. Santa Maria, pass inside. Good pass, and she'll go to the line. Found the open player, and that was Dragna.
Well, I'm going to just tell you, these, we're sitting here in the third quarter. I think these free throws right here are seriously important to see that the Lady Gators can actually score in this quarter.
It's 33-17 at halftime. (16-2) this quarter. And a rebound, no points. And Dutchtown can tie it or take the lead. They're going to try for the lead. It's short. Rebound, Landry. And they're going to get it across. Now she's tied up. And she travels. Moved her pivot foot. Can Dutchtown tie it up before the end of the third quarter? I was saying about 4 minutes ago, they need to cut it to about 10 to have a shot at the fourth quarter. They may be able to get it all the way back here before the quarter ends. Page pass. Oh, that's a travel.
This full court press, man-to-man press, for Coach has been highly effective here in this third quarter. But the most important thing, like I said earlier, that's changed is attitude.
Turnover. Shot. No good. Green rebounds. And she's trapped in a corner. Can she get it across? She can. And they've got numbers on the other side. And a rainbow. No good. Rebound goes to Santa Maria. And Page reaches in. It's going to be a fun fourth quarter, I think. It's going to be a fun rest of the third quarter. Audrey Robichaud comes in. Alicia Thomas comes out. Starting 5 still in for Santa Maria. Actually, there is one replacement, Dragna for Goodley. Green over to Baker. Now they're going to slow things down. Nearly stolen and a wide open shot and in. They needed that. Jessica Graham with points.
Well, the Santa Maria cheerleaders and the Santa Maria crowd says, I think we need to clap for that.
If you put pressure, you're going to find an open player if you're patient. That's what they did right there. Page over to Graves. Off the glass.
Backboard.
And it's down to 1. 2:08. Nice drive. Shot. No good. Offensive rebound. And that looked like Robichaux nearly got all ball there, but they're going to say contact.
Let's see if we can see on that replay.
Not quite. No replay, but we got all ball. It looked like all ball, but there may have been some body in there as well. It's a close call. And Santa Maria takes advantage as Jessica Graham gets points, and it's 38-36. Even if you get all ball, if you get them with the body as well, you got to call the foul.
Well, you know, he's the underneath official, and you're right there.
Second free throw is good. It's a 3-point game. Pass inside to Robichaux, scores, and it's a 1-point game. As we get a timeout called right here. And, Coach, you and I have done a lot of girls basketball over the years. And I think what Santa Maria's, or what Dutchtown's doing right now with Coach Scott, it reminds me of those old Santa Maria teams that we had about 5 years ago where they would put pressure on you all night and try to run you out the gym and get points on turnovers and transition. I think that's what they're doing here tonight in this third quarter.
Well, you know, the guard that is guarding the ball, dribbler, has to keep his hands moving, or her hands moving, and the dribbler has got to keep their eyes up to see where we can throw the ball and stuff. Santa Maria has not done a very good job of that here in this third quarter.
The difference here is confidence, I think. Dutchtown is confident right now.
Inbounds pass right here.
Oh, boy. Just the confidence is not there right now.
Hey, you got to protect the goal right here. See, that goal is wide open right now?
Yep.
There we go.
They tried that with Robichaux. There's a shot, and no good. Offensive rebound. Dutchtown takes the lead. This is their first lead of the night. 40-39. 90 seconds left to go in the third. Hand check. Robichaux. And now, after this foul, we're going to get free throws for the rest of the quarter. It's going to be 4 apiece. Alicia Thomas is in. Robichaux is out. Dutchtown's outscored Santa Maria by 18 this quarter. Pass, good pass, shot, and going to go to the line. Page doesn't believe she committed the foul. Neither does Coach Scott. Got to be careful here to avoid a tee. I know he disagrees with the call, but he's got to keep his cool. Free throw, no good. Emma Graves comes in, Paige comes out. Paige might be in a little bit of foul trouble. Might need to sit her down for a little while.
Well, Paige has been a big player for.
Big offensive rebound, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Thomas. Dutchtown's running. Richard slows it down. Baseline, out of bounds. Black.
I don't know if we're going to get through the third quarter.
This is intense.
I think Santa Maria might be a little bit worried right now.
Yes.
Reacting a little bit. But I think more importantly, they're a little bit tired.
Definitely tired.
Because of the effort that they put out in the first half, doesn't seem to be working. They're not getting past initial defenders past half court, not getting that break. And boy, how good were they at hitting like 3-pointers in that first half?
Yeah, and they just can't do it here. As it's a 2-point lead. Foul was on Baker, number 10. Allie Graves makes the first. Makes the second. 3-point lead, Dutchtown. Yeah, she double dribble. Had the contact with both hands and then
It's
resumed her dribble.
amazing when pressure happens, what happens sometimes.
Yep. That was a unforced error right there. Got a couple of girls in front. I was wondering what they were trying to do there. 1 minute left.
Well, they were waiting on that layup shot.
Yep. And more free throws coming. And now foul starting to mount up. Taylor Richard's going to go to the line. Free throw is no good. I expected this to be about a 2 to 3 point game perhaps, but I didn't expect it to go this way, where you have like basically 2 complete turnarounds in the first and second half.
Good job there on the save and the hustle.
3-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound, no, can't get there.
Thomas, nice job on that rebound, that long rebound, saving the ball.
It's going to be White possession. It goes
there
off
it
of
is
her.
right there.
Full court pressure. Baker gets it across. 40 seconds. 3, this could tie it, tie game. Brittany Green.
Somebody in the stand said, finally.
42-42. Told you that this game was a coin flip. Lexi Acord trying to drive the baseline off of her hip.
15 seconds.
Now Sandoval can take the lead back. And they're going to go with the long pass. And can Green save it? She can. 14. Now to kick it out. And a 3. No good. And offensive rebound and a whistle and a travel with 8 seconds left. It's amazing this score is tied after the big Sandoval halftime lead.
That's a heck of a quarter by Dutchtown.
Yep. 17-point turnaround. 7, they're going to have to hurry. Richard, 6, 5, 4, hurry. And that's what the coach is saying. Long 3, good! Oh my goodness. They didn't need to hurry. They didn't need to hurry. It's a 3-point lead for Dutchtown. Look at this. Off balance and in, and it's 45-42 as we go to the fourth. We'll take a break. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
Coach, that was Dutchtown's first 3-pointer of the night, and Allie Graves just said, yeah, I got this. Don't worry about it.
And I wish, if I was a coach, I said, man, I wish that was the start of the fourth quarter, that we started with a 3-pointer. A lot of that momentum, may relax in there. I know he was coaching all the way into the huddle right there, doing a good job. So, he's going, he says his piece, and then he walks out, and hopefully, you got Pat Rick saying his piece, and then a couple of the senior girls, maybe the older classmen, come in there and they say, look, this is what we got to do. It's pretty simple. We're ahead by 3. We got to win the fourth quarter.
I said at the beginning I thought this was going to be a fun, competitive game. At halftime, I didn't think I was going to be right because Santa Maria was taking Dutchtown to the cleaners. But they outscored them by 20 in the third quarter. Went from 33-17 to 45-42 the other way. And it's going to be Dutchtown possession. So they get the 3 and the possession. Almost like almost when you have a football game and you get the kickoff to start the second half. Shot. Thomas scores. 5-point lead. Easily across. Pass too high and a turnover. All the confidence and all the momentum is in Dutchtown's favor right now. Santa Maria maybe a little tired. Emma Graves. Now Richard stops pass to Allie Graves. Oh, and they lose it. Tried to kick it out to Emma, but too hot.
Well, I'm not glad they made a mistake, but I was glad they were running some offense right there to try to get a good shot, and it just didn't happen.
They're up by 5. They can spend a little time and be choosy with their shots right here. Now driving, shot, scores. Baker, it's 47-44, 7 minutes left to go. Santa Maria is still alive. Emma Graves. Thomas. Richard. Thought about it at the top of the key. Now Allie Graves.
A lot of movement there.
Pass inside to Thomas. Taking their time, being choosy with the lead. Thomas.
I love exactly what they're doing. It's just got to result into a shot and a make.
Knocked out by Graham. Good clean reach. Richard will throw it in. Bounce pass, can't get there, and it's stolen by Graham. And now they're going to run. Santa Maria could tie it. And a shot, and no good but the foul. And the Landry will go to the line.
Right there, pass underneath and kind of get that little scoop with the left hand.
First shot, no good. Santa Maria having trouble with their free throws. It looks like Paige is going to come in. She had the cramp issue, and she's had some foul problems. She was their only offense in the first half. 0 for 2.
I think that's like 4 free throws in a row that the Lady Gators have missed.
Nice move and scores Allie Graves, and it's a 5-point game again. Baker with Allie Graves defending. Nice pass and a shot. No good. Rebound. Dutchtown, and Allie Graves is all alone. They're coming from behind, and a foul as Graves hits the shield for the backboard or for the bar across the whatever you call it. I can't even think right now. But she's going to go to the line. She's okay. Good thing they have that cushion right there.
That cushion's gotten a lot bigger over the years.
Yep. Short. Paige comes in for Acord. Allie Graves. Good. 6-point lead for Dutchtown. Dutchtown didn't have a lead until the closing minutes of the third quarter. Now they have a 6-point lead. Dragna with a pass over to Green. Now inside, nice pass. Put it on the floor, and it's stolen, and now we're going to have a jump ball. That's going to go to Sanama, I believe, yes. So Baker will throw it in. Inside, left her wide open, and the foul.
Oh, that nice little inbounds play right there.
As Katie Landry can maybe cut the lead in half right here. So before the free throw, we're going to get a timeout. Coach Jarrell Scott will take the timeout for his Lady Griffins. They lead by 4 with Sanama going to the line. Let's talk about the game of the week coming up again, because if you missed our earlier reminders, we want to let you know that we have our soccer game set now for first round of the playoffs. That's going to be at the pit, so Sanama fans, check that out. It's going to be Live Oak at Sanama. That's a district rematch. Sanama won the first game 2-0. That's going to be Thursday night. Jimmy and Jolie will do that game. You and I are going to be at Prairieville for the number 1 team in the state right now on the girls' side. Prairieville versus East Ascension. Next week, soccer playoffs, possibly at Prairieville. Don't know if it's going to be boys or girls yet. And then Sanama at EA, I believe that's going to be you and Jimmy. That's boys basketball, by the way. And the first one was a classic, wasn't it?
And that'll be at EA.
Yep. That first one, though, I caught a little bit of the game. You and Jimmy covered that one. That was a heck of a game, right?
Always is. Always should be.
Graham throwing it in. Oh, I thought she was throwing it in. She was just getting, she just needed the towel for a second. I thought she was going to throw it in. And I was like, wait, we got free throws coming. As before the timeout, Landry made the basket, and she converts it into a 3-point play. So Dutchtown lead has been cut in half from 6-3. Page back in the game. Pass, and it's stolen. Did she step out of bounds, though? I think so.
Yeah, raised his hand, just lifted the hand in the air. That stops the clock. And
hard to see right there because there's a lot of traffic, as you can see. Emma Graves throws it in to Richard. Over to Thomas, to Page, shoots. She'll go to the line. And that serves 2 purposes. You go to the line and maybe get points, and you get more fouls against the Lady Gators, who don't have a lot of depth. Foul situation 2 apiece in this fourth quarter. Free throw, no good. This could move it up to 4. Their lead has been as big as 6. And it's 4. Allie reached in, and she's going to say I think she kind of persuaded the official to call the ball in her possession. He thought about it for a second, then he agreed with her. And now it's going to go off of Sanama. So that's it. Yep. I like that. Now the turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound, Sanama, Landry. And now Graham, they race up and they shoot. No good. Offensive rebound, and it's good, and the foul.
Interesting.
Sanama did not quit.
Here we are almost halfway through the deciding quarter.
They looked a little tired in that third quarter and a little unconfident.
Maybe the Lady Gators were resting.
Yeah, they got their confidence back, that's for sure. It's 51-49. In and out of bounds to Dutchtown. And Acord will throw it in. Approaching the halfway point of the fourth quarter. In case you didn't catch the first half, Santa Barbara was up by over 20. They were up by 17 at the half. Dutchtown came all the way back and took the lead at the end of the third quarter, and now it's a 2-point game. Page shoots and scores.
Oh, nice job right there, Page.
4-point game. Been a tale of two halves. First half, all Santa Maria. Second half, all Dutchtown. But it's anybody's game. Green. Over to Baker. Baker, nice spin, and the layup attempt no good. Rebound goes to Richard in a reach. Dragna kind of got frustrated. She knew what she did. And she's going to have to come out, and Goodley's going to come back in.
Five fouls on her.
Yeah, that's what you got to avoid right here, because now she's been the only player off the bench. So oh no, that's a turnover. We saw that happen to Santa Maria in the third quarter. Careless mistake. Pass deflected away by Emma Graves. Did it go off of Green afterwards? No, it's going to be Santa Maria possession.
You saw that. She put her hands behind her back. That means I didn't touch it.
And she persuaded it. Throwing it in and on the floor, and we're going to get a foul. Yes, that's on Acord. That's going to be 4 fouls on the Griffins, so Santa Maria will be at the line the rest of the night. 3 fouls on the Lady Gators. Whistle. So they're going to call a hold on Allie Graves, which means we're in the bonus.
Well, said this earlier. This is what is, I believe, is going to decide this game is the free throw line.
We're getting there. Santa Maria can cut it to 2. Graham misses the first. Jessica Graham, one of the 2 senior starters for the Lady Gators. The other one, Brittany Green, missed both. Page rebounds. Inside of 4 minutes. Thought about the 3. Now back to Page. Page from the baseline, air ball, rebound. Landry, whistle, jump ball. And it's going to go to Dutchtown. I think both sides are kind of unhappy with some of the calls here tonight. That might have bled into the microphones.
Well, I thought that was you, Holler.
No, got to be objective. Call them like you see them. Miss by Richard. Graham to Landry. To Green. 3 minutes approaching. Landry loses it.
Nice
to
steal.
Page. 3-on-1. Page behind the back and on the floor, trips over the defender. And that'll be 2 shots, and we're going to the line the rest of the night. Fouls on Baker. She really couldn't do much right there. So now we'll go to the line. Both teams unhappy with some of the decisions here tonight. And the missed free throw.
And it's going to come down to free throws. It's pretty obvious with 5-4 on the next foul here by the Gators.
2 misses. So both teams can't make their free throws right now. Baker gets it across. Nice moves. Now the 3, no good. And an offensive rebound and a late whistle, and she'll go to the line. Landry will shoot 2. Like we said, Dutchtown, even if they get some players in foul trouble, they've got the depth to withstand the problem. As Katie Landry makes the first, and Alicia Thomas will step out. Audrey Robichaud will step in. Miss, rebound, Richard. 2-point game, 3-point game, excuse me. And the pass nearly stolen. Dutchtown comes up with it, back to Richard. Allie Graves. Emma Graves. Richard. Goes up, shoots, no good. Offensive rebound, loses it to Sanama. This is going to be.
Let's see if Dutchtown puts pressure. Here it is, full court pressure.
This is going to be an intense 2 minutes of basketball. Inbounds goes to Brady Baker.
Well, nice dribbling here.
Goodley nearly loses it. Gets it, kicks it out. Baseline, shot blocked. They're going to go to the line instead. Foul is on Audrey Robichaud. She's just a freshman. She looks really good. She's committed some fouls here, but she's got a couple of points, and the first free throw is good. It's a 2-point game as Jessica Graham makes the first. Got some hecklers they might have to deal with. It's down to 1. And the Santa Maria trying to get back. If you can not give up any points here, you could take the lead on the next possession. Pass inside to Page. Now to Emma Graves. Nice pass to Allie Graves. Shoots. Short. No good. Rebound. Out of bounds to Santa Maria, and they can take the lead with 1:40 left. They haven't had the lead in a while. Full court pressure. Green is across, but they don't throw it to her. Now pass inside. It's saved. I think this is a 2. No good. Rebound goes to Richard, and Dutchtown holds the lead with 1:22. Page, pass stolen by Landry, and a whistle. They're going to call that on Richard. And now Santa Maria can make it all the way back.
This has been an amazing game.
Yep.
This has been an amazing game.
This is fun. We've had a couple of fun ones. The Prairieville Dutchtown boys game Friday night was fun.
And the good thing about the penalty shot, it's 2 shots.
Yep. First free throw. Good. Tie game. 76 seconds.
I've just fallen for these left-handed shooters. The kid at EA, I guess we'll see next week. Just a nice shot.
Can Santa Maria take the lead? Yes, they can. Santa Maria leads 54-53. Page with the inbounds. Gets it across, guarded by Green. Contact. She will go to the line, I believe.
She'll go to the line for 2.
Goodley commits the foul. .108 left to go. This is a game that has serious playoff implications. The winner is in good shape. The loser needs help.
That's a good way to put it, right there, Jeff, because we are coming down to the last week of the playoff.
Whistle, lane violation. We stay tied.
See what happens on the pressure.
Full court. Santa Maria's done a better job with it in the fourth quarter. And timeout called by Betsy Baldwin.
Good. This is an excellent timeout by Coach Baldwin.
That's the second time she saved the possession. So we look at it. I think Coach Scott was trying to argue that she never had possession of the ball. The ball was loose when the timeout was called. That's his point. But the timeout was called, and it was a close decision. 1:06 left to go. We're tied. So now which team wants it more? And Santa Maria's tired because they basically are down to their 5 players that they're going to use. So can they suck it up? Can they get some adrenaline right here? And can DUTCHTOWN keep the pressure? Pressure changed this game. Oh, look at this. They get it through. Contact, no foul. And the rebound goes to DUTCHTOWN inside of a minute. Allie Graves. Acord pass. Now inside. Kicks it out in a turnover. Santa Maria. .50 seconds. Baker. Still has it. And the pass on the other side to Landry. Drives the lane, kicks it out. 3, no good. DUTCHTOWN rebounds, and Graves has it alone. She goes up and lays it in, and 22 seconds left, and DUTCHTOWN has the lead.
And timeout for the Lady Gators.
21.6 left on the clock. And so still have timeouts left. Would it be fun if this game went to overtime? That's always in play here.
Well, Santa Maria lost to De La Salle when they scored 50 or more points. And
see Scott right there. You just saw Coach Baldwin on the Santa Maria side. She's on the court right now, yelling instructions to her players. There she is. A little intensity. She's ready. She wants to get her girls fired up. They just got to make it 21 seconds and get a 3-point, and they can come out of this with a victory. Full court pressure. Baker. Long pass to Goodley. And the bounce pass to Green. Shoots. Missed. And we're going to have a whistle, and I think Goodley came in from behind. And she's going to commit the foul. And now this is critical, Swack, because 2 free throws. You could make this a 2-possession game if you make both free throws.
Well, you had an opportunity right there to tie the thing up.
And there you saw it. She came in. And it's a 3-point game. So now the 3-pointer ties it. So you take the regular field goal out of play. This could make it a 2-possession game, and that would be hard. She does, and it's a 2-possession game. So now you got to make it a 2-possession game, and you got to get points. And this is the question you always ask in a situation like this with 11 seconds. You go for the 2, you go for the 3, or you just go for whatever's open.
And let's just say you shoot a 3-pointer and you make it. I'm not real certain how many timeouts are left for either team.
Well, look, we have it on the clock, on our scorebook. 2 for Dutchtown and 3 for Santa Maria. So,
but you know what? When the ball goes in,
you got to call it right away.
You don't have to call. I mean, if no one calls timeout, the ball game's going to be over with.
Yeah.
All right. You got to call timeout right away before the other team gets possession. And, then the only way you got to steal a pass and make a shot, or you got to foul somebody and they miss. You got to go the length of the floor. It's going to probably be 6, 7, 8 seconds left.
Yep. Now, if you missed any of the action, just to give you a recap, this game was all Santa Maria at halftime. They were up 17 at halftime. Dutchtown came all the way back and took the lead at the end of the third quarter. Santa Maria came back and took the lead briefly. And now Dutchtown has it back, and they're up by 2 possessions.
And how'd they do that? With
pressure.
A lot of pressure.
9, 8, 7, 6. Baker shoots. No good. Dutchtown's going to win this game as Acord's going to go to the line as Baker commits the foul. And there's 1/10 of a second. They may put a little bit back on the clock, but it's pretty much impossible. And Dutchtown came all the way back. I didn't think it could happen.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, that third quarter pressure is the difference. 1 quarter's pressure is the difference in this whole game.
And
it took Santa Maria 2 quarters to maintain a serious lead, and it took Dutchtown 1 quarter to bring this thing back into a tie ball game.
And Dutchtown with a heroic comeback. Set down 17 at half, they win by 5 by a final score of 59-54. They were down by over 20 in the second quarter. And you don't see a team come back from that deficit on the road that often.
And I'm going to tell you what, Jeff, you coach long enough and you sit back and you go, that one got away from us.
Yeah.
And
that's going to be a tough one because now
at a tough
Santa
time, when you're talking about where you rank 28, 29.
Santa Maria's going to have to sneak one out in Livingston Parish. Either beat Live Oak or beat Walker if you want to have a good shot at a postseason berth. Now, Dutchtown still has work to do because they got a tough schedule to finish out. They have Santa Maria, the win right here, but then they got Denham Springs and Walker. So that's going to be hard. So they're going to have to pray and hope that they can make it through. Now, sorry, Coach.
You have – this right here, the Lady Gators, you just have a handful of players. All right, this has to be a learning thing. And then, of course, on the other side of this, Dutchtown, they have to sit there and go, I mean, look what we just did right here.
Yep.
I mean, in high school basketball, we came from, let's say, 20 points down to win this game. And we came within 20 points down in a quarter.
Yep.
So, those are things you see, like, in the NBA and stuff like this.
Right.
So, so what coach has got to do is he's got to make his kids believe we got to play like this and we could do a pretty good job, but we got to be more consistent how we play.
So that's going to just about do it for our broadcast here tonight. Want to remind you to join us on Friday night. You and I are going to be at Prairieville at the Storm Center for East Ascension at Prairieville. Thursday night, we have girls soccer, first round of the playoffs at the Pit. That's going to be a district rematch between Live Oak and Santa Maud. Jimmy and Jolie will be doing that game. So stay tuned to Rev. We got 3 big games of the week this week coming up. Want to thank everybody. As you see the upcoming schedule, including the second round playoffs in Santa Maud EA boys basketball. Want to thank Andre, our director. Want to thank Zane, Maggie, and Nolan. And want to thank Lyle at home, especially to give us the updates and the soccer score and the playoff matchup. So I want to thank him. Want to thank you, Swack. Good job as always, sir.
Always have a good time.
I'm Jeff Porsche, and our final score, DUTCHTOWN comes back all the way from 20-plus down and beats Santa Maud 59-54. You have been watching the Rev Game of the Week.